Hello guys, welcome to a session of learning German with Eduflair. In today's session, we'll be learning about Wechsel prepositions. Now, as you know, there are different type of prepositions: accusative preposition, dative preposition, genitive preposition, and Wechsel preposition. Now, the three prepositions accusative, dative, genitive are very simple. Whenever these prepositions we have, the next objects remains in the specific cases. Accusative preposition, accusative case. Dative preposition, dative case. Genitive preposition, genitive case. But Wechsel. Wechsel is the preposition, guys, which can take both accusative and dative. Now, first of all, let's learn which all prepositions are Wechsel prepositions. So, the first one we have is in, an, for, auf, über, neben, zwischen, hinter, and the last one is unter. Once again, in, an, vor, auf, über, neben, zwischen, hinter, and unter. So these are the prepositions which are Wechsel prepositions. Okay, I'll give you a short summary of how we use these prepositions also. But coming to the main part, how we decide the cases in this preposition. So guys, that is something which is decided based on motion. So if there is a motion in your sentence, okay, then the case we take is accusative. If there is no motion, basically stationary, then the case we take is dative. Okay, so how I memorized it, I call this rule as SDM. What does it means? Stationary, dative, motion, accusative. Okay, now coming to an example, guys. Suppose, let me say I am saying I put the book on the table. Now I might take the book from somewhere, from where it doesn't matter. Now what I am doing is I am putting the book on the table. So there is a motion. Okay, my book is going from one place to another place. Motion is there. That means what? Accusative case. So if I write down that example, I'll say ich lege. Okay, legen means to put or to place. Das Buch auf den Tisch. Ich lege das Buch auf den Tisch. I put the book on the table. Now here our Wechsel preposition was auf and the preposition object was the table. Now motion was there, that's the reason it went to accusative case. Now let's take one more example, guys. The book lies on the table. I'll use the same preposition, but this time it will take dative. Why? Because I'm saying the book lies on the table. There is no motion at all. Okay, where is the book? Lying on the table. No motion, that means stationary. That means it will take dative case. Let me write down the example. Das Buch liegt, okay, liegen, that means to lie or to be situated at, auf dem Tisch. Now here, guys, I have again used the preposition auf, but the case that we have is in dative case. Why? Because there was no motion. It was stationary. Here it was in motion, the previous example. That's the reason it took accusative case. So this is how, guys, we decide the cases in Wechsel preposition. Okay, let me give you one more example. This time I'll use the same verb and the same preposition. Still the cases will be accusative and dative. For example, I hang the picture on the wall. Now I am hanging the picture, I am taking the picture from somewhere, I am hanging it on the wall. Motion is being done. So as we discussed, if there is a motion, it will take accusative case. Let's see the example. Ich hänge das Bild an die Wand. Hängen, guys, hänge is the conjugated form of hängen, means to hang, Bild means picture, Wand means wall. Now here the preposition we have is an. Motion is there, so the case is accusative. Now let's check one more example. Das Bild hängt an der Wand. Here again, as you can see, the verb is same, even the preposition is same, but the case here is dative. Why? Because there is no motion over here. The picture hangs on the wall. Because of this reason, there is no motion. That's the reason it took dative case. So guys, this is how we decide the case in our Wechsel prepositions. Now, I'm just giving you a small tip coming back to the preposition, guys. Okay, the 9 prepositions. Okay, just a small tip. How do we use this preposition when we place an object? Again, I'm repeating, when we place an object, how do we use or how do we memorize this preposition? Now guys, in means in. Suppose I'm keeping something inside the cupboard. In that case, I'll use the preposition in. Or I keep something inside the fridge. I'll use the preposition in. Now the next one is an. Now an basically we use, guys, is when something is parallel and touched to the surface. For example, this screen is on the wall. It's parallel and touched to the surface. Okay. So that means we'll use the preposition an. Like in my example, when I was explaining you cases, I used das Bild hängt an der Wand. Why? Because the picture was hanging on the wall. Okay. The next one is for. Now again it's parallel but in front of you. Like suppose, let's imagine there is a person standing in front of me. So in front, that means the preposition I'll use is for. Now the next one is auf. Now auf means, guys, when we keep something on a surface which is on a lying path. Okay, like there is a table, I'm keeping a book on the table. Okay, it's touched to the surface. Now in that case we'll use auf. Now if I take the same book above, now if I want to show a reference of preposition between this surface and the thing which is above, then I'll use über. Okay. Then the next one we have is neben. Neben means nearby. Suppose I'm standing here, there's a person standing nearby to me. In that case we'll use neben. Now zwischen, very easy, it means between. Okay. Hinter means behind, unter means under. So this is how you can memorize this preposition, guys, in context of placing an object. Okay. So I hope this video would have been helpful for you guys. Please do let us know in our comment box, and please make some sentences and do let us know in our comment box what type of sentences you try to frame using these prepositions. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please do subscribe it and do like our video.
Eduflair, education driven by passion.